Okay, so today we are going to create this character intro effect in Filmora X. Again, there are two parts in this effect. The first part is very simple. You can create simple one, and the other part you can add more effect, more elements to your video to make it something like what you have just seen at the beginning of this tutorial. Okay. To create this effect, you need two software. The first one, video editing software, so which is Filmora X. I use Filmora X for all of my video. And the second program you need is Photoshop or any other photo editor, which allow you to remove the background of the image. Okay, so let's go to the software. I will show you how to create this effect. Go. Alright, so here I am inside Filmora X. So this is my example timeline. As you can see here, there's multiple layers on the timeline. On top here we have some elements, and right here we have a title, and this one we have a screenshot with a split into different parts, and down here we have a square blur effect, and right here we have the main video with some free frame, and this is the music, background music, and some sound effect. This is a swoosh effect, and this is a glitch effect. So everything in this project I will pack it in one file and upload it to Google Drive, and you can download this file, this project file, at the link I put in the description below, so you can practice. You can open it, you can see what I'm doing in the project, and you can practice and maybe create your own. Okay, so let's delete everything and to show you step by step. So it's very easy, just step by step. First one, let's press Ctrl A to delete everything on the timeline. So the first one, we need a video. So video of a girl, because if it is not in pandemic period, I can shoot myself outside, but actually I just sitting in my studio and creating video for you. So this is the girl that I download from the internet, so we can call internet girl. Okay, let's drag and drop her onto the timeline to the track number 1. Okay, so let's first play the video and stop at the position you want to introduce or you want to take a screenshot. Okay, let's play it. I think this position is nice because she just doing like this. Okay, to stop here, and then the next thing we need to do is to take a screenshot of her. Okay, to take screenshot in Filmora X, we have the button here. Just click on it. Just a second, because I run into many programs. Okay, so here we have the screenshot. So the next thing, we need to go to Photoshop to remove the background. Okay, but before doing that, I'm going to free frame at this position. I'm going to right click and add a freeze frame. Just make sure that it is over here. Okay, so this is the effect with the free frame. All right, just leave it here. So the next thing, we need to find this screenshot and bring it to Photoshop. To do that, we are going to right click on the screenshot, and then click here, Review in Explorer, to find it on our computer. By the way, it is in the screenshot folder. Here is the screenshot, and now we go to Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, okay, you can find any other photo editor. So in Photoshop, click on File and New, and select the resolution for your image. So make sure that you have the same resolution with the video you are editing on the timeline. So in this case, it is 1080p. Okay, so I'm going to click Create. So we create a new one, and now drag and drop the image file into Photoshop. Just select the file and then drag it to Photoshop. Easy, drop. Okay, and click on this button to apply Okay, so the next thing, we need to remove the background of this girl in Photoshop. To do that, we select this tools. This is a quick selection tool, so right click and then we can select the object selection tools or quick selection tool. It's up to you. Okay, so object selection tools. Now we are going to select her on here. Just right click and select her. Wow, 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 wow. Draw a line around her face and release your mouse. Okay, so now wait for Photoshop to select the subject. I think the outline is okay, but now we have some empty space here. I don't want to have it in my image. So again, we need to select this one again and go to the second tools, quick selection tool. So we select on that, and now we can change the size of the brush or the selection brush, something like that. So let's say 16. And now we are going to click on this minus brush to remove this one. Okay, nice. And this one. Okay, so I think it's okay for me, but you can do more with Photoshop if you are a Photoshop expert or something. And now we are going to select and mask. Nice. And then we are going to click OK to create a mask effect. Okay, nice. And the next thing, we need to add an outline glow and also the inner glow for this image. To do that, we click on this effect and click here, outer glow. Click on that. Now I'm going to select the color, but actually I love the white color, and we can change the size here, but maybe the size 13 or something is okay. And the next thing, we can enable the drop shadow. So to create a drop shadow for her, click here to create a drop shadow. This shadow is nice, and we can also select the drop shadow again and then reduce the size if we want. Then click OK. So I think it's okay for the image. Just remove the background because I don't want to spend too much time on Photoshop to remove the background because it messes up my tutorial. Okay, now we are going to export this image. Click on File and Export, and then Export as. Okay, so we are going to select this one, transparency. Okay, so we will create a PNG image with transparent background, and then we are going to click on export, and we're going to save it on desktop and say, let's say this is the file name, girl number 2 PNG. Okay, save and wait a second. So now we finished with Photoshop. We can close Photoshop now. Okay, so we are going to import that image into Filmora again. To do that, I'm going to right click here and click import and go to my desktop and find the girl number 2. This is the girl number 2. Okay, select it and open. Importing. Okay, now it is in my media library. So the next thing I want to do is to drag this image on the timeline at this position. We have a free frame here, remember. Okay, and drag it, extend the duration of the image to make it fit together with this. Okay, so now this is the first image we created. Play. Nice, right? So this is the first thing, and the next thing, I want to add a blur effect between the background and her. Okay, so I'm going to move up this image one track, move up here, and I'm going to add the blur effect to this area, right? To do that, go to effect, and then we can find blur in the included folder, and we are going to use this one, square blur, and select it and drop it down here. Okay, and now let's play it. the background is blur, by the way. I want to increase the blur intensity. To do that, double click on the square blur here and increase the size. Increase the size of the blur to maybe 15. Okay, and then click OK. And the next thing, I want to create an animation for this character to move to the right of the frame. To do that, use animation keyframe. So first thing, click Shift Home to go to the beginning of the image, and then add one keyframe. Click here to add one keyframe. Okay, that is a keyframe, and then you can move about 3 frames forward. 1, 2, 3. Okay, at this position, and adjust the position. Okay, to this side, and also increase the scale if you want to scale it up a little bit. Shh. Okay, so let's play it. Okay, so as you can see here, we still need to increase more blur here. Increase the size of the blur effect to eliminate the background here. By the way, it's up to you, it's your choice. Okay, I'm going to increase a little bit more here at about 20. Okay, I think it's better for me. And now we are going to add a title for this girl. Okay, because we all want to introduce her, right? Okay, so at this position we want to have the title appear, right? And we are going to title again, and at the included folder, find new concept and title. So I'm going to use this one, new title number 15, because yeah, I think it's look pinky, look like a girl's. Okay, and we are going to drag and drop it down here and play. See where's the title. Okay, so we need to move it to this position, but first we need to tell her name, right? We are going to right click and go to advanced edit. And this is the text. I don't need to have this text, so I'm going to delete this one. Select it and delete. I'm going to customize only this one. Okay, so double click on the text track here and then change to her name. I don't know her name. Maybe Selena Gomez? No. Selena. Okay, so just change it to my last name, and also reduce the size here. 44. Okay, 44 is okay. Now we are going to change the animation. Okay, click on the animation again and change it to typewriter or something. You can change, you can use any animation here, and click OK to go back to the timeline. And we are going to use the title group controller to move this box outside here, because it will not cover her face. Okay, to do that we can scale it down here. Ooh, too small. I think this one is okay, and use this slider to move the title to this area. Again, you need to do it careful, otherwise it will mess up. Okay, nice. So I think it's nice. Now let's play it. Ooh, cool. So the next thing, I want to add some special effect to this. Okay, so first one, we're going to shorten the title duration, and at this position I want to split the image, and so that I can add some special effect for her. Okay, so to do that, just select the image track and then split it, and then split it here, just a portion. Now we can add some elements and some special effect to this image. Okay, I'm going to click OK and then go to elements again, and I give this one electric energy number 1. So for this to create the electric between her eyes. Okay, and we're going to drag and drop it down here, and let's play it. And now we need to resize this one. So click on here and then resize it to small, very small, just to put it between her eyes. And down here, and also rotate it. Okay, nice. Wow, I think it's nice. And the next thing, I want to create an energy ball in her eyes. Okay, to do that, we find the energy ball here. This is the energy ball, and we are going to drag and drop it on this position. Okay, and also resize it to her eyes. Resize it and move it to her eyes at this position. It is still too big. Okay, so another one, we are going to copy this one, and we are going to lock the track below it, and then Control V to paste it. Okay, it insert to the one. Okay, never mind, we can extend it down here, and then we can select this one. First lock this one and select this one and move it to her left eyes, to this eye. Okay, and also resize it to smaller. I think it's nice, and we need to shorten this one also. I think it's okay, but here we can also add keyframe for this little energy ball to make it appear like zoom in or zoom out. I'm sorry. So we are going to add another keyframe at this position. Right shift home again, and now going to add another keyframe. Here we are going to scale it to 0, and then move 3 frames forward or 2 frames, and reset the scale to 100%. And we do the same with this one. So we are going to lock this one and do the same. Add keyframe with this one. Select it and press shift home. Oh, I'm sorry. Control Z, shift home to add a keyframe, and then reset, reduce the scale to 0, and then move 2 frames forward, and then reset the scale. Okay, so the next thing, I want to add a glow effect around her body. Okay, to do that, we are going to unlock this track and select this part, and then we can go to effect again, and here we need to search for pixelate edge. So just drag and drop this effect directly to this part. Okay, to create that kind of effect. You see here there's a glow around her body, her image. And finally we need to reset her image to the original position to continue playing. Okay, to do that, we are going to add a keyframe for her here, right here. So click here to add a keyframe, and the next thing, at this position, nearly the end of the image, we are going to reset the scale and reset the position. So she will come back to the original position. Okay, so this is all the effect that we create for her here. And the last thing, you need to add sound effect to this project. At this position, I'm going to add a swoosh effect, and at this position, I'm going to add a glitch effect. So again, go to media again. So here I have a swoosh effect here. Just drag and drop it down here at this position, and reduce the sound a little bit. and move it to here. Okay, and this is a glitch effect. Okay, and finally the background music down here, and shorten the music, okay, to this position, and we are finished. Of course, you need to do some adjustment. Whenever you finish a project, you need to replay it, and then you need to adjust the animation, and also fix the sound effect. But that is how you can create a character intro effect in Filmora 10, like the one that I showed you at the beginning of this tutorial. Okay, also I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. Goodbye and see you again. Bye.